when we cut the brain in half, you can see this is the cerebral hemisphere, this is the cerebellum here. We have the pons is kind of an outpouching right here. It should be right across from the cerebellum, right about in this area. That's the pons. Above it is the midbrain, and below the pons is the medulla oblongata. The spinal cord starts about here and goes down. Up here we have the corpus callosum, right there, connecting the right and left halves of the cerebrum. Right below it is the fornix, and the mammary bodies would be about here at the end of the fornix. This region under the fornix is the thalamus. This region is the hypothalamus, right across from the pituitary gland. Don't get the pituitary gland mixed up with the hypothalamus. And this is the optic chiasm. Don't get the pituitary gland mixed up with the optic chiasm, where you can see cranial nerve 2 coming into it. So optic chiasm, pituitary gland, hypothalamus, thalamus. You can also see the corpora quadrigemini right here. If you pull down in the cerebellum, you can look in there and see two little bodies right there, and the other two are on the other cerebral hemisphere. So those are all of this is the corpora quadrigemini. Now we have the ventricles. The lateral ventricle is underneath the corpus callosum. The third ventricle is underneath the fornix, and it continues in a number 3 formation. All of this is third ventricle, and you can see it makes a number 3. The fourth ventricle is at the base of the cerebellum. The cerebral aqueduct connects the third to the fourth ventricle, so it would be right here. So we have fourth ventricle, cerebral aqueduct, third ventricle, and lateral ventricle. The pineal gland, or the pineal body, should be right here in the middle of the number 3 of that ventricle, right on top of the corpora quadrigemini. Corpora quadrigemini are here. Pineal body should be here, but you usually only see it on one half of the cerebral hemisphere, so it shows up better on this half. So right here in the middle of the number 3, you'll find the pineal gland. So that's the pineal gland or pineal body. Also on the cerebellum you can see the arbor vitae, which is the tree of life. It's a white tree-like area inside of the cerebellum.